Hey everyone, and welcome to Brick Talk TV Live on this Sunday afternoon. Happy Easter for anyone who's celebrating Easter today, because it's Easter Sunday. And welcome to the first of the Builds from the Vault series that we're doing. So we're going to be looking at building some sets that have retired over the years, and I'm either purchasing them from eBay or I've got them in my collection already. So today's series we're kicking off with Apocalypseburg, or Welcome to Apocalypseburg, which was seen in the Lego Movie 2. So this came out in 2019. I think it came out in roughly February 2019 and retired by the end of 2019. So it wasn't around too long, as it didn't sell particularly well, which is a bit surprising given its unusual sort of look and nature of the build. But anyone who's seen Lego Movie 2 will recognise this set. So I haven't got a box because it didn't come with the box, but it was all sent to me in a black bag that was built but in chunks. So I took it apart. I've put it into Tupperware pots based on the bag numbers, and I've reverse engineered it from the instruction manual. So if you look on the front of the instruction manual, that's the set we're going to build if you've never seen the set before. It's got 18 bags to build. We're going to try and do at least 9 bags today, so we'll get halfway through and we'll probably continue our stream next week and finish off this build. After this build, we're either going to go off and do Lord of the Rings, Tower of Orthanc, or depending on how long this takes us to build, we might do R2-D2 from Star Wars. So just keep an eye on the channel and I'll post up whichever set we're going to build next for the live streams. So let's get over to the build mode and take a closer look at this set. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. Weather is good here in the UK. We've had very nice weather for the bank holiday here because we're off Friday and Monday this week. So this is the book, if you can see. We've got 18 bags as depicted here. I have been through, as I said, to dismantle it and put it into bags. There were a few missing pieces, sadly, but I have ordered them on BrickLink, which I've got. So as we go through, if there's some missing pieces, hopefully I've managed to capture all of them, but we'll see. Inside the book you can see a bit about the film. They've got the details over on this side here of the film. Of course, Matthew Ashton was the executive producer from Lego, and then you got the team that bought you this Lego set. And some details about the designers, so Justin Ramsden there, and then about all the details that they went through in the design process. and then they're posed there in a nice passport style photo of the set. And then you've got all the details of the minifigures in here. So there's quite a few minifigures. You've got Emmett, Lucy, Batman, Harley Quinn, Chainsaw Dave, Mohawk, Green Lantern, Larry the Barista, Fuse, Roxy, Where Are My Pants Guy, and Scribble Cop. So we'll see them as we go through the set, as they're in different sets of bags. And then the build experience, so you can see here, just put it over, slight angle. Bags 1 to 3 will be doing the base level. Then bags 4 to 6 we'll be building some of the connections on top. Then 7, 8, 9 we're going to start building the Statue of Liberty, green pieces here. 10 to 11 we're building more of the Statue of Liberty and getting even higher. 12 to 13 it's another couple of crates and things on the outside around the Statue of Liberty. And then bags 15 to 18 we're finishing off the set itself. So let's start the build. So as I said, I've decanted all of these into Tupperware tubs. So we've got 2 Tupperware tubs for bag number 1. So I'm just going to put these out on the table, try not to spill them everywhere. And we should have our first minifigure, a few oversized plates as well in this bit, the base. There we go. And our first minifigure in the set, of course, is Emmett. And there he is. He does have a coffee cup in his hand in here, and I think that was one piece I was missing, so I ordered another one. I have a bag of spare parts on the side. So there's Emmett with his coffee cup. Kick us off. See that to the side, and then let's get going. We're going to be building the base really for this. It's going to be like a desert scene. Yeah, Brandon, I've seen not all the Lego movies, but quite a few of them. I haven't seen this one for a while, Lego Movie 2, so I might try and watch that again. So we start with this Technic brick, and we'll stick all these Technic pins around the outside. Then inside we have got some of these Technic tubes, and we're just going to connect these on here. Do actually got a free moth. Get attacked by a moth. Do actually have a free Technic pin inside this one. So let's just put that one to the side. One more there. And then let's see if we can borrow one more from another set. There was lots of these Technic pipes in another bag. One. Just going to borrow one of these Technic pipes because the one I've got in this bag actually has got one of these Technic pins in the end, which I can't seem to get out with the Lego tool. So we're just going to stick another one on there. So we've got this shape at the moment. Then we'll stick another set of 4 Technic pins into the ends of each of those. Like that, and then we'll connect 2 of these long Technic bricks to the ends either side here. So we've got something like this. Next up we've got 3 of these 2x2s with pins, and we've got 2 of these 2x2s with 2 pins, and we're going to flip this over. And we'll stick one down here, one in the end here, one on this side, and then these blue ones just go on the outside roughly about there. Then we've got one of these larger square pieces, and we connect these to these blue bricks. Still remaining on this side up, we've got another one of those. We've got two of the blue bricks, hopefully. Like that, and we've got one of these 2x4s with 2 pins on the end. Then our grey one goes in the middle there, upside down. 2x4 goes on the end there, and then we stick another 2 like this. So all upside down at the moment. Then we need another one of these large squares and another Technic brick here. The other Technic brick goes on the end of these blue bricks. Like that. Excuse me. And then this one, hard to say from the instructions, but I think it goes on about there. Then onto the bottom here we're going to stick some plates. So we've got a couple of 1x2s in this coral colour. We've got 8 2x2 corner plates in lime green. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've got 2 2x4s in what I'd call mid-azure colour. And we're going to stick these around here. So these corner tiles go onto this square over here, like that. We then have another one there, and on this side steadies those blue areas, and then we put another 2 up here. Then we have our coral one slipping through. One coral one goes here, another one goes up here, and then our 2 2x4s finish off up the top there. Just kind of securing some of the connections now. Then we've got 2 of these reddish brown, like 2x16s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 2x14s. We've got 1x4 in dark tan, we've got a sand green 1x6, and we've got our 2x6 in dark bluish grey. We'll stick this 1x4 tan onto the sand green plate here, and that goes on the end of our white brick here. Then our 2x6 goes across our plate over here, and then the larger 2x14s one goes across here, and then the other one goes across here like this, like that. Again, this is all still upside down, so it's stud ways down. Then we get some of the large plates. So we've got 2 of these large triangle plates like this in dark tan. We've got 2 of these larger what are they, 8x16s in tan, and then we've got a dark tan wedge like this. So this set's going to get quite large, I think, so I may struggle for space, but we'll see. So I'd start with this triangle piece, goes down in this corner, then a larger tan plate just connects off of that. Already I can see that I'm slightly wrong there, because that needs to line up. Goes like that. Up in this top corner here we stick this wedge plate. Coming over this side we'll stick another of our large tan plates, and then on the end of that our other wedge. So this is sort of an area here. Then we're going to flip this over now to the right side up. See if I can make a bit more room. So we've got this shape now, and then we've got another 2 2x4 sort of mid-azure colours that's going to go on top of this Technic square like this. Then we've got some Technic lift arms, a couple more Technic pins in black, and we have a 12 length black rod piece, and we get the lift arm. We'll stick a couple of Technic pins in there like that, and we'll stick the other one to it in the same place, so we're double thickness on the lift arm there. Then we'll line this up over here, and our 12 length rod will come through all the way across into that like that. So we've got this rod piece sticking up like that. What is the age rank? I'm not sure actually, Brandon, on this one, because it's in the UK manual. It doesn't say the age. I think it was I want to say it was like 12 years and up, but I might be wrong. If you look on lego.com or Google it, you'll be able to see the age rating on this one. It's got some complicated Technic pieces because of the scale of it, but it's a cool one. So now we're going to build a bit more detail down in this corner here. We've got a 1x4 dark tan brick, which connects to one of these sand blue 1x2s with this sort of handle piece on, which probably will allow us to connect it to something. We used these in Titanic a few weeks back. And we've got a couple of pink 1x1s and another one of these 1x2s with the handle on, just to build out here. Then we get an 8x8 tan plate. We've got a 2x3 brick in tan, a couple of these 2x4s in red, and a 2x2 in green as well. So these are probably going to be things we won't be able to see once we've got it all built. So our plate goes into let me check. Maybe I went a stud too, not enough. I reckon it goes there. Hang on, hold your horses. Just got to make sure it was difficult to see where these plates went. I think I'm over missing by a stud. So that goes there. This lines up there. Do, 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 do. Where did I go wrong? So have a double check. Gone wrong somewhere. So it goes on the end there. It goes up to there. So I think that's in the right place. That will go there. This will go 3 studs over, so that's right. And then this isn't so right. Go back a few steps, flip this back over again. So that, I think, definitely lines up about there. That looks about right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I see. I think. Do I see? Let's have a look. Bum, bum, bum. Then there was, which I didn't see, this went across like this. I missed a piece out earlier. The 1x8 goes across here. There must be one. Whole world open in my hand. Right, let's double check. Phoenix from the free. Right, 2 of those. That goes in there. That seems about right. Then we've got coral piece on the blue, 2 of those that are over there, that down there, then we've got that there, that up there, that goes across. Oh, that's probably, I seem to be 1, 2. Let's roll this back. So rolling back, people. Feel like I've put in somewhere along the line a Technic pin too far over by 1. Let me just roll this back a couple of steps and just make sure we're correct. Okay, so put that in there, those in there. We then stuck these, yeah, see, these white pieces were supposed to go in one more stud over, and I messed up that one. I think that was it. So that's 2 studs from the end, stick that in there. Then we flipped it over, put these at the end, that up there. These 2 blue pieces went in there, and then let's just double check these blue pieces as well. So yeah, that went in there. This one then went in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so that one went in there. Then attach this down here. This one looks okay. I think it was just that white one we put in the wrong place. That one goes in there. That comes out this side. 2 down there. 2 down there. Stuck that square in there. Click that there. Bosh bosh. This thing goes there and there. Da -da -da -da. Then we'll put our reddish brown bricks in again, which butts up to across here. This one then goes across this side. We then also, if I can see it, hold up a little. Also then put this brick across, which we didn't do earlier. So we've got a tan brick going across here. And we'll stick our dark bluish and sand green one on the end over here. Put that already on there. We'll flip this, so keep this on this side. Stick our large plates back on again. So this one goes across this side. So I think we're going to get better this time. That across there, and then this one butts right across up there. That's better. Stuck those 2 plates on there already. Then we'll stick our lift arms again in here with the rod. Right across in there. So we're back to give business on there. Then down here we've got a 1x4 on the ends and our 2x2 sand blue. We've stuck these bricks in here already. This looks better. Then back to where we were, so we get our 8x8 plates, which now fits in there nicely. And then coming off here we've got 2x4s in red, and another 2x4 goes across there. We have a 2x3 in tan, and our 2x2 in green goes in there. Just building out this section. Then we need some more large bricks, so we've got a 2x6 in purple, a couple of 2x8s in tan colour. We've got a 1x4 in dark tan, 2x2 45 degrees slope. We've got 2 2x3s in tan. We've got a cheese wedge and a 2x2 in green. So we're going to build this part out here. And what we do is we have our 2x8s in tan coming across down here, which then has a 1x4 going across and a 2x3. Then we have our 2x6 in purple, which goes across here, stops this rod from falling out that we've just put in the centre there. And then we have a slope piece. Hang on. We have a 2x3 going across here. This 2x8 goes across there. There's our slope and the cheese wedge next to it. And then our 2x4 in green just goes across there. So we just built this section out here. Next up we've got 4 2x4s in red. And we've got the 2x8 in tan, a couple of 2x3s in tan, a couple of tan cheese wedges, and a couple more of the 2x2 45 degree slope pieces. And this time we're spinning round to do this front section here. So 2x3 there, we've got that. 2x3 goes on there. And our longer 2x3, 2x2, another 2x3, another 2x8, and another 2x2 slope going down here. Then we've got cheese wedge down here, one of these large slope pieces, which is 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6 down there, with a cheese wedge next to it. And then we've got these red pieces, so one goes in there, another one goes over here, one goes in the middle here as well, and our last one goes over in the middle over there. So that's step 17. Continuing on then, we have another 2x8, we've got a couple of 1x2 Technic bricks with the holes in the middle, 3 2x3s in tan, 3 2x2s with the slopes, the 1x4 in dark tan. Got a ball joint connector here. We've got a couple more cheese wedges in tan as well, and we have a couple of 1x2 dark tan plates. And that's that. And then we're going to build out this sort of corner piece down here. So we take the two 1x2 plates in dark tan, stick them together, and we'll stick on our ball joint connector, and that's going to be lining up with this slope piece down here. Next to that we have a 2x2 slope brick, and a cheese wedge pops on the ends. Then our 2x8 in tan goes across here. We have our 1x4 then going across there. We have a large slope piece connected there, 2x2 next to that with a slope. Then we have a Technic brick goes there, and another one goes over here on the inside. Then after that Technic brick we've got a 2x3, another 2x3 in tan, another one in front with a 1 stud offset, and another slope piece, and our cheese wedge goes in the ends over here. So just to show you a bit more detail, we've started to build round all the sort of dust and sand outside. Then we get one of these yellow pieces here. We've got a couple of Technic pins with studs on. We'll have a 1x3 tile, and we've got an 8 length rod this time. So the 8 length rod will in a second go on, but we need to stick our Technic pins into this piece here, and we'll cover that with the 1x3 tile like that. This will then go in here between this brick and this Technic brick that we've just put in, and this 9 length rod will go across through the Technic bricks and hopefully through there. Just like this. So that's in there now, running through. And then the next bit we need another 2x8, 2x3, we've got a 1x4 dark tan, we've got one of these 2x4s or 3x4s, sorry. We've got a bendy pipe, we've got a couple of smaller Technic connector pipe pieces, hopefully there's one. Oh no, we just need one. And then we need a cheese wedge and a Technic pin with a cross connector in, and we get this pipe here. We stick the Technic pin into that, so we've got the connector outside, and we stick the spacer onto that to give us like this bent pipe, and that now goes over our red rod which we just stuck in, facing upwards, hopefully like this. Then we put what 2x3 there, 1x8 goes across here, and a 1x4 next to that. Then we have another cheese wedge in there, and our 3x4 just goes on the outside over there. Then we'll need another dark tan wedge plate. Then we've got a because this is obviously a bought set, the stickers are already applied here. So we've got a 2x3 with a sticker on it, a couple of 2x4s, and we have another cheese wedge. And so I'm going to spin this round a bit here. So we're working on this side. So where we've got this 3x4 area, we're just going to stick a 2x4 plate on there to give us a step, and another 2x4 next to that. Have a 2 stud gap, and we'll stick on a sand wedge, cheese wedge. The other wedge plate here just goes on the corner, and then on here we've got a 2x3 tile which has got a sticker on it, which has a sticker of a sort of a chainsaw. Is it a chainsaw? Just an arrow really. And that's just going to stick on the floor down there like that. Then we're going to build a bit more out on this sort of wedge that we've just added in here. And we need to stick on, we've got a 2x4, a 1x4, a slope piece here, a 2x3, we've got a cheese wedge, we've got a 1x2 with handles on in sand blue, a couple of 1x3 tiles, a quarter tile, and I think that's it for this part. So just got to build out this section down here then. So our 1x3s are going to go onto these plates to give us this sort of step effect. And the slope piece is down there, cheese wedge at an angle down here, and a 2x3. You get a free moth here. I think the moths are trying to eat my Lego. So then we've got a 1x4 there, one of these 1x2 handle bricks here, stick another handle brick over there, and a 2x4, and our quarter tiles just going to go over here on the end there. So we sort of built this section out round here. Okay, Mr. Moth. Then we have another one of these wedge pieces. We've got a larger plate here, so 6x12, cutaway plate, and a couple of 2x8 plates in sand green. So we're going to add a bit more out here. Let's have a look. So next up we're going to cover up some of the details that we've got over here with these new plates. So this one goes on top here, then we've got this one, and we've got 2x2 down here, 2x8 goes across there and across here, and then we've got our angled wedge there. So we just clad it up over the top of that. I'm going to continue that now with another 6x6 and another cheese wedge. We're going to come down this side of the build now, and we'll have large wedge coming down here, then our dark tan 6x6, then our angled one, and a little cheese wedge goes on the ends near the pipe over here. Then we've got a couple of long but thin plates, a few more plates to add on top around here. Like this, we're going to cover up some of this detail around here. So first up, we'll stick our 2x8 across this bit here. Then we'll have these dark, well, these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 1x12s, and across here our 4x6s going either side of the tile that we stuck in earlier. That's going to move like this for some something later on. 2x6 there, another 1x12 going across. Then down the front here we stick our 1x2 in dark tan and our 2x2 there. Just adding more cladding onto the top there. Then we need another large plate like this and another wedge plate. We've got a couple of 1x6 plates, a cheese wedge plate, large sloped plates, a couple of 2x2s, I think that's it, and we're going to sort of cover all this area here now. So first up is our large plate here. Just going to push this down now. Then on the ends, 1x6s going down here. With a 2x2 and another one there. Then our wedge goes in here. And on top here we'll stick our slope and another wedge on top of this 2x3 which is sticking out here. Just covered all that area. Then we've got a couple of these L-shaped plates, a wedge like this, and two 2x4 plates, and we're going to sort of cover around this area here. So let's start on this side. Start with a 2x4 there. Just go round here like this. All these plates around this flappy bit, and then this wedge piece just goes down here. Then we get another one of these Technic squares. We've got a couple of large orange pins. Push them into the centre hole part way in, not the full way in, and then these goes over here like this. Push it down, and we push in. It's now fully secure with these orange pins. Then we've got 4 more Technic pins, and we're going to stick 2 in the top of this, and then another 2 part way down. And that's the end of bag number 1. So you can see we've started to build half of the sand area outside and a bit of structure coming out for future builds. So now bag 2, we're going to start building a police station and some of the detail on the ground level. Also, I've just remembered I can't do a stream next weekend because I'm away, so it'll be the weekend after when we'll be doing the second part of this build. Whoa. Just dropped something on the floor. Try and get these out without knocking parts on the floor or I'll lose them forever. So here's our minifigure on this one. So I think this is the coffee guy, isn't it? Who was called, what was his name? Larry the Barista. So you've got Larry the Barista inside this set, this bag. So we're going to build his coffee shop and a bit of a police station. So to start us off, we've got some of these large dark grey plates and a couple of 1x1x5 bricks, and I think we start actually from this side, so we're going to build around here. So first off we stick a plate in there, panel sorry, in there and in there. Put our 1x1s by 5 other side, like that. And we've got another panel. We've got one of these bricks with the studs on the side, and a 1x2 with 2 studs on each side. Then we've got some olive coloured bricks, so we've got a couple of masonry bricks, a 1x2 plate and a couple of 1x4 bricks. in olive. I'm going to build a bit of detail of the walls. First off, we put our panel in down here, and then we get a 1x4 in olive. Stick a masonry brick on, a 1x2 with 2 studs, and a 1x4 brick to build this kind of looking wall, and that goes next to the panel. Then we'll add a masonry brick, 1x2 plate, and then our 1x2 with studs on the side, just to go down here now on this wall. Then we've got another 1x2 with the 2 studs back to back, and a 1x4 in olive, just to build this wall up again. Put the 1x4 on and the 1x2, then another 1x4 in olive and a 1x2 plate. So we're just building this wall up further now. Then we've got another 1x2 with 2 studs. We've got a little fence piece in black, another olive masonry piece, and we should have somewhere, which I can't see, a 1x6. It's a 1x6 in light bluish grey, and so the 1x6 goes across the top of our panel pieces. Then we stick our fence piece in, and we've got our masonry brick, and our 1x2 goes on there. So this wall now is looking like this on the outside. We're then going to build like little petrol pump type pieces. So just put, I'll build to the side a second. I'll build 2 of these, so we get 2 2x2s in green and stick them together. Let's do both of them at the same time. Then on top of those, we're going to stick a corner plate in dark bluish grey. Then we have a 1x1 with a clip on it, goes on top of that. Then we've got a 1x2, hopefully, trans black piece like this. There's 1, there's 2, and a 1x2 in green. So then we put the 1x2 in green at the back, and our trans black piece here at the front. So look like that. Then on top of these in sand green, we get the 2x2 with the studs on the side that goes on top, like that. We then get a medium nugget 1x1, and another set of 1x1 with a clip on the side in dark bluish grey. This is 1. Can I see another one? Yep, there it is. So then at the back here we had another clip with a medium nugget brick. Same on this one. So we've got something like this now at the moment. Then on top we stick a 1x2 green tile on the front, and a 1x2 olive plate at the back. Then we add an upward facing 1x2 dark bluish grey bracket on the top, on that one, and where's the other one? There's the other one. And then on top of that at the back we stick another 1x2 olive plate. 1. And there's 2. Then we get a hose pipe, so we've got these standard Lego pipe type pieces. In the end we're going to stick like a lightsaber type piece. Give us this sort of petrol nozzle. There's one. Can I find the other? Possibly not. Let's see, I might have a spare one. One in here, so we've got a spare one here, so stick that on the ends, and then these, our back clip goes on there, and then this clips upwards like that to give us like this petrol pump look. So we'll do the same on this one. Then on the front here we've got these two studs. We're going to stick these 1x2 plates which have got a dollar sign on, like if you're at a petrol pump and you've got a price. And then we've got 2x2 rounds in black with this skull motif stuck on. So we're going to stick the numbers on there and the skulls on top, so there's like a petrol pump. Here's our other one. So we've got those two built like that, and we're going to, if I bring back in what we've been building, look inside here, we're going to stick these into the corner of this area. So one goes right into the corner, leave a one stud gap and stick another one next to it. So it's kind of looking like that now. Then we're going to put a sign up, like a picture, which is this 2x4 with a picture of some croissants, looks like a spider, some leg of meat and mice. And we're going to make a little table. So we've got one of these pieces here. We've got a 2x2 in reddish brown, and we've got a transparent cup. So an easy table, take this piece and the 2x2 reddish brown, stick a cup on top. That's gonna go over here about there in our shop, and then our sign that we've got is gonna go above that over there. So now we've got this appearing here. We're going to build like a little counter now in here, and to do the counter we get a 2x4 reddish brown plate. We stick a 1x4 with this groove going in the middle across the front, and a 1x4 olive colour at the back. Then we've got a 1x4 in reddish brown going across the back area, and a couple of 1x2s with a slider in at the front, like that, gives us a lip. Then we've got a 1x2 brown slope, 1x1 with a thick ring, and a coffee cup that sits on top. Then we've got a 1x2 with a little sticker on. I'm not sure if we've got that in here actually, with a dollar sign. That might have been a spare that I've got. It is. So we've got a 1x2 tile with a coffee, skull and a dollar sign. It's just going to go onto there, and that's our little counter. And that's going to go just in front there of our coffee pumps. Then we've got like another display cabinet, so we'll just put this to the side a sec, for like displaying cakes I guess, or something like that. So we start with a 2x2 modifier with just two studs showing there, and then we'll stick a 1x2 with 4 studs on the side. Then we've got 2x2 plate. We then need to make the same again there and connect that together. Then in the front we've got a couple of double reddish brown cheese wedges. Just stick them into the front, upward facing, like that. You get a 1x6 plate, goes right across the front. And then we've got 1x2 grill pieces in black, goes across 4 of the studs. And then on top here we get 2x4. Then we've got a sand green jumper tile, and then our windscreen goes just in front of that. Then inside our windshield we're going to put a rat. So we've got one of these moulded rat pieces that goes on onto our jumper like that, and then the rat's inside. Got a 1x4 plate on top there, and then we're going to add something to the side here, so we're going to get another 2x2 modified, stick another one of these on top, then we'll stick 2 1x2 plates on top of that. In front of that we get a 2x3 plate. Then we should have, hopefully, another double cheese wedge goes into the bottom, and a 1x2 bush grey on top, and another one. If I can find another 1x2. There it is, just to level that out. And then we get 2 black grills again, downward facing this time. Let's go on the front. Hang on. We'll try that again. And stick that like that. Then stick our downward facing grills, and we have another coffee cup, if I can find it, which is sat on top. I saw it a minute ago. There we go. There it is, and then we have a coffee cup sat on top there, so this just extends the counter that we put in already. So if our existing counter is just there, we just put this one right across here, so you can see it's very much like a Starbucks type style thing. Now you can buy a rat if you want, or a mouse to have with your coffee. Then a bit more detail in the back, so we get a couple of 2x2 round bluish grey pieces stuck on top of each other. Then have a masonry brick at the back, 1x2, and then a couple of quarter tiles in dark orange just in front, like this, 1x2 with a clip on it in the middle, a brick, then another masonry brick on top. Just realised I've put that masonry brick the wrong way round, so let's fix that. And then into that clip we'll stick a little ladder, so this little short ladder in medium nugget. And then into the ladder we've got a 2x2 with a clip on it, has a little symbol stuck on it, like that. It looks like a bit of a sign, and then that attaches just onto the back here. At an angle, so I just need to get that in the right place. So that's in there now, so you can see got this kind of in at an angle. Then building out a bit more of the front area, I guess, of the store. We start with some sand blue grooved pieces. So we've got downward facing grooves, then sideways facing grooves. Then we've got some sand blue small window pieces, small window frames on top of each other, and then we'll fill them with one plain and one stickered panel. So this one's got a picture of a coffee cup with a flame coming out of it, and then the other one above it is just plain like this. That goes over here on the ends. We also build another table out, so we use one of these sort of rocket pieces or stool and stick a 2x2 round on. Goes in just about there. Then we've got another panel which goes across on this side, and we need a door frame and a door, and we'll need two of these. Then got a square tile for the door handle, so we're going to use two, so let's do another one. We're facing opposite ways. It's like a double door entry. And the tile goes in there like that, and so we've got one over here and then the other one facing it there. So on the outside, just tilt this up, we've got the entrance way looking like that, and then we need to fill in this gap here to finish off the wall. So we do a 1x4 in olive, masonry brick, and a 1x2 with two studs either side, another 1x4 olive brick, another 1x2 with two studs, masonry brick, another 1x4, and then on top here we stick another masonry brick and two 1x1s with clips on. There's one and there's two like that. That's our wall, which is going to go over on this side. We've still got a couple of stud gaps, so we're going to fill that up with a similar thing that we built earlier. So this time we start with two sand blue window frames. Then we've got a plain one that goes in the bottom this time, and we've got one with a sticker on top, again with the coffee cup and a flame coming out of it. Then we have a 1x2 flat silver with a slider on. One of these 1x2 by 1/3 with studs on the side, which will stick a 2x2 with one single stud round, and then we'll stick a grill piece on the front. Looks like make it look like an extractor type fan there, and then that's going to go in our gap over here. So now we're looking like this on the front, and we'll start to build out the next part, which is over here, which is going to be like a police station. So we've got a couple of these 1x2 by 5 bricks, got a 1x6 tile, got another curved pipe with a steering wheel, an Erling brick, a 1x2 plate, a silver 1x1 round, and a square tile. So we start with a 1x2 plate, and we'll stick our tile on top, and our Erling brick goes on there. Coming out the top of the Erling brick is our pipe, and on this side we'll stick our steering wheel piece to make it look like we're trying to turn on things. That just clips down in this area. Then over here we'll stick our 1x2 by 5 stick a 1x6 and a 1x2 again, and our silver 1x1 round just goes in the middle there. So just to show you a bit more detail, you can see the pipes now moving into the wall there, and we've got these bricks filling out this side. Then we've got a dark bluish grey 2x8 and a 2x3. Need a 1x8. We've got a minifigure chair. Another one of those pieces we use for a table. A jumper tile in white, 2x2, and another jumper tile, also a normal tile, which is going to have a Harlequin sticker stuck on it. So we start with building the chair. So we've got one of these table pieces, and we stick a chair on top. That is going to how does that stick? See, so this is a free-standing chair. So it'll rest on the tile that flips up, and we can flip it out like that. Which is probably going to be a challenge as we move the set around, whether it's not going to stay in place, of course. Then we stick the Harlequin on top of a jumper tile to make it look like there's a stack of papers. Kind of says wanted on it. Then up here we'll stick our 2x8, and then across the back here we've got our 2x3 and another 1x2. So we're just finishing off the top of this one. So it's going to be a tricky one with this seat being loose now. It's probably going to move around. So we'll keep going on. We've got two medium nugget jumper tiles, 2x2, a couple of 1x8 tiles in light bluish grey, a couple of 1x3s in light bluish grey, a couple of 1x4 tiles, dark bluish grey, and a modified tile. So we're going to just sort of cover the top of our coffee shop that we built a minute ago, so we can cover it up, I guess. So we'll stick our jumper in each corner. And we've got our 1x8 and our 1x4. 1x3 goes across here. Modified 1x4, another 1x3, 1x4, and our 1x8. So we just cover that up on the top. We've then got another panel. This has got a sticker on, so we've got super secret police on that side. Couple of wanted posters in here, a couple of 1x1s by 5s. We have another pipe piece, curved pipe piece, and so our 1x1. So our panel piece will go across here, and we've got our 1x1 by 5, then we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, then we stick our other 1x1, and then for our pipes we'll stick our Technic pin into the top there, and stick our curved pipe into the top of that, and that's going to go behind the one we built earlier. We should have done this first before I stuck the panel piece in. So now I'll tilt it, but the chair's going to fall out. Now you can see there's another set of pipes going up here, and you can see the police is signified there. I'll try and stack back in there. Now we've got a couple more 1x8s, jumper tile and a crate. So our 1x8 is going to go across the top side here, and then we'll stick this jumper on top of the crate. Make it look like it's boxed up, and that just sits in front over here on the pipes. Then we're going to build something for the police station, so I'm just going to put that to the side. So we start with one of these wedge pieces, and we're going to stick a macaroni tile around the outside and a couple of 1x1s by the side. Just behind that medium nugget 1x1 plate. Then we've got one of these 1x1 by 1/3 dark blue, and then off that we're going to connect two of these black curved pieces and put a 1x6 into the ends of both of those. We also have a couple of these 1x1 like pyramid tiles going to the bottom. You then stick a 1x2 flat silver with a slider piece, 1x2 with this groove in, and a couple more of those on top of that. This is what you'd use for garages normally. Then we've got one of these curved bricks which goes into the plate that we had, so we've got this column forming over here. Then on top of that we'll stick another one of those wedge bricks, try and do it about right, and then there's a 1x2 trans blue tile on top. A little bit of discoloration there, so that's one side, so I'll just put that to the side a second, then we'll build the other side before we bring the model back in. So we've got the macaroni tile, then we've got 1x1s on either ends, medium nugget plate in there, 1x1 1/3, and then our curved bricks go in there. And we've got our 1x6 plate connecting to the end of those curved bricks and our pyramid type tiles. Then we've got our 1x2 with a slider, and then we'll stick these 1x2s with the grooves. These are slightly discoloured, these groove pieces. Sun's probably got through. Then we'll stick our black curved piece into the plate and top that with our curved piece. This time we've got a red 1x2. So these are the two surround columns that are going to go in the front of our police station. So let's bring back this. The red one goes on this side and the blue one on this side. So you can see the chair's going to fall out. But you can see the front of our police station there with the red and blue lights on top. And then the doorway, of course, is a jail cell, so we've got a black door frame. We'll stick our standard issue Lego jail front door on. That'll have a silver 1x1 round, and we have another clip tile on there which has got the signal of the police. And that's going to go in between the two columns we just created. Hopefully, we'll wiggle it in. That's a no, I can't wiggle it in. And then just in front of that we put a couple of silver grill pieces as well in front of the door. So we're looking like that now on the sort of prison front. Then we've got to clad the top like we do with sort of modulars. So we've got a 1x3 tile either side here, 1x4 modified. Sneaky 1x1 in there. And we've got a 1x8. 1x3 there. 1x4. Another 1x8 goes across this front area here. I think that's it. Got a couple of grill pieces left over, but I think that's just from me bagging it up. So that's the Ascender bag 2. So now we've got this sort of police station and a Barista coffee place. And move over to bag 3 where we're going to get the policeman, and we're going to build a bit of this area out over here as well, add another section to it. So bag 3, if I can tip this out gently enough not to send everything onto the floor. So we've got a minifigure here, we've got the police officer, looking rather grumpy. Let's just put him to the side. Put him to the side for now. I'm just going to put this set to the side a second. And we're going to build out a wall that's going to go into the next bit as well. So we get 2 1x3s bricks, stick them together. Then we have a 1x4 sort of shorter panel piece here, and then we'll get a 1x2 by 2 brick, and then we'll stick one of these arched pieces, connect that with a 1x4 sand green there, and then we've got a 1x1 round brick, and again we'll stick a 1x3 on top. So we've got something like this. I'll bring back in what we built earlier. So now we're gonna, there's a hole here at the moment, and we're actually gonna cover that up by sticking this in here. And we've also got one of these crate type panels, and we've got a column piece as well. So our crate panel goes across like that, and then our pillar goes on top as well. So from the side now we've covered up, there was a hole there, and we've set this next one up ready to go. Then we've got 2 sand green panel pieces like this. One's got a sticker on it, and these actually go across over this side to start covering up this yellow column. So looks like that. Then we've got these large 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 2x10s. We've got 2 of those. We've got a 1x4 sand blue and a 1x1 in olive. So we've got a 1x1 olive on the ends, and then these large 2x10s go across either side here, with our 1x4 in the middle there. So just building that out, and I'll put this to the side, try not to throw all the other pieces away. And we're going to start with a 1x8 here, and then on top of the 1x8 we have 2 2x4s in navy blue, give us a bit of a shelf like this. In front here we're going to actually cover that with some 1x4s with a groove in, 4, and then on top of all of that we'll stick a red 2x8 on top like this. If we flip this upside down, we're going to stick a couple of log bricks either ends like that, and then 2x2 inverted sloped bricks in white. 3 of those go into the middle like that. Flip this over like this, go onto the top. Then we've got 3 2x2 dark tan bricks which go on. And we've got a masonry olive brick here which we'll stick on, and on top of that we get a 1x2 plate that sticks on top of that. Then all across the back we have another masonry brick and 1x2x2s in black that go all the way across here. Then in front we've got a double window frame like this and a single window frame. We've got two trans blue cheese wedges. We have somewhere, not sure where, there we go, a window insert. We have one of these plain ones and then we have one of these hashed ones, so we get the double window. That's where these inserts are going to go. So cross hatch in there, plain panel in there, that fits into the front over there. In this lower area here we stick these trans blue wedge pieces sideways and this ways, and then the other window piece goes on the other side. We're still not done yet though, so then on top of this we stick a 1x6 brick and a 1x6 plate in dark tan in this stepped fashion. We stick another one of these plates in front. If I can fit it on, just about. And then we've got, what have we got? We've got a couple of 1x1s with studs on the side in reddish brown. We've got two silver 1x1 rounds, and we've got two 1x2s with single clips in the middle. And the 1x1s with the studs on the side go either ends, like this. Then leave a one stud gap for our 1x2s with the clips on, and in our one stud gap we'll stick these 1x1 round silvers in. Then we've got a dark tan cheese wedge which goes in the front on these studs this side and one on the other side. If I can find another one. There it is. This one goes on this side, and this is going to be the front for our next bit. So that's complete now. So slide this back in. This is going to run right across this area here. So now we've got this police station and this area that looks like that. It's just like a big old higgledy-piggledy mess, which I think is the idea. Then for the other side of the wall we've got another one of these sort of container panels. We need another pillar, and then we're going to build something here. So we've got a 1x2x2. On top of that we'll stick a couple of 1x1 round bricks. We have an arch piece then coming off of that, and a 1x2 log brick. So bringing what we have back in, we'll stick that over here, and then our pillar in the front. So we've got this look like that. Then we're going to add some more detail on the top here for a bit of structure, I guess. So we've got two of these 2x10 bricks again. We've got an olive 1x1, a medium nugget 1x2, and 1x3, and a couple of corner 2x2s in dark bluish grey. There it is. Now I'm just going to add on these on top. So we've got a 1x3 here. Continue our 2x10 across here. See if I can line these up. Easier said than done. Then we leave a one stud gap, put a 1x1 olive in there. Put our log brick in there, and then our corner bricks just go either side here and on here. Just makes that a lot more secure now, stronger. Then we've got one of these 4x8 panels, plates. 2x4 plate, a 1x4. We've got 3 2x2 modified with 2 studs, a 1x4 sand blue and an olive 1x2, and we're just going to add a bit more detail on the top here. So coming down here, we'll stick one of these 2x2 modified. We'll stick a plain 1x4 then next to that. Behind it we'll stick 1x4 plate, and we've got our other modified and another one, so we're just sticking the walls together. Then we'll stick our big plate here, 2x4, and our 1x2 just fits in over there. And then we're going to build a bit more detail up over this side now. So we've got one of these sort of strut pieces. We've got 2 larger tan window pieces, 1x4 bluish sand blue brick, 1x1 round brick, and a 1x3 brick. So we start with a 1x4, stick a 1x3 on top, and our round bricks, and then we'll stick our window pieces on top. That's going to stick a cross over here, and then our sort of strut piece here is going to go this way round. Going to come across like that. So we've just added this onto the side. This is like a boxing contraption now for people to box with. So we've got an inverted, if I can find it, 2x2 round piece in light bluish grey there. This big 2x2 round with jagged spikes on piece. We've got a 2x2 round red with an eye on it, and on top of that we put a 2x2 round with a single stud showing on top. Into that we'll stick a microphone piece like so, and into that we have the piece that it was used actually in the diner, if I remember rightly, for the boxing there, which is this piece here. We can stick like a ball joint or microphone into that so it can spin round. And into the end of this we get a 1x2 with 2 pins sticking out, so one of these, and we'll just connect that in like so. Bringing back in what we've got here, we'll stick a 1x1 olive brick in the top there. Then we'll stick our boxing piece. We have a 1x4 then that comes across, and another 1x4 with the studs on the side, which comes across again out on the sort of girder piece, and that's where our boxing area goes. So that's on the outside there. Then we're going to build another separate piece here. So we start with a 1x4 with the studs on the side, stick a 1x3 on top, and a 1x1 round brick. Then we've got 2 dark tan 1x2s with a slider on, and a couple of these 2x2 curved pieces, and we'll stick the sliders into the curved pieces with the slider sticking up like this, and they stick into the 1x4 studs like that. Then we'll stick window pieces and window frames on top. Then we've got a 1x4 with the studs showing going across like this. Bring this back in, and then these go across on this side. So we're just copying a similar design to what we had before. Then we're going to put a black door frame next to that as an entranceway, and we need a 1x3 brick, 1x4 1x6 plate and 1x3 tile, and we're just going to build out on this side of this area here that we're going. So first our tile, then our 1x3 brick, then our 1x4 brick, and our 1x6 plate. Starts on the bottom here. Then we've got a 2x4 reddish brown tile. We've got a couple of these bricks, which I used to use as radars back in the day when I had old Lego sets. We've got two of those, and then we've got two Technic claws. So we stick the two Technic claws into either end one of these pieces. Then we attach the reddish brown tile and this piece here. So this is going to be like a workbench for people to lift weights, I guess. That's going to stick in the middle there. So let me just show you a bit closer. It's like a workbench in the gym, so you can put some weights going across there. Then we're going to build out a bit more of this sort of wall area here. So to do that, we've got 3 1x2s with the groove pattern on, 1x3, and these wedge pieces, quarter tiles, 1/4 tile. And a 1x4 with the studs on the side. That 1x4 actually goes at the front next to the door frame. Then we have a 1x3. Sold that a sec actually. We've got a wedge piece in first. Then our 1x3. Our little quarter tile goes in there. And then our blue groove pieces just go across the back like this. So just to show you there, got across here the wall. Then we've got a couple of 1x1s with the studs on the side. A couple of silver grill pieces. A couple of 1x1 flat silver pieces, and then just to add on to here, we'll add grill piece on our 1x3, our 1x1 stud on the side, do that either side of the doorway, and then our flat silver pieces go either end like that. Then we've got a 1x4 sand blue, 1x3, a couple of upward facing bracket pieces, 1x1 rounds, a couple of olive green plates, and a couple of flat transparent 1x1s round. So we get our first bracket piece, stick a 1x1 silver piece, olive plate in the front, and that's going to go on one side, and then on the other side the same sort of pattern, but this time we'll stick our trans 1x1 round pieces on the front. It goes on the opposite side. Then our 1x3 goes across the back, and our 1x4 as well, across in there. Then we have a crate. We have a broom, which I know is a spare piece, which I missed. So we've got a broom, we've got a steering wheel, we have two 2x2s with studs in the middle, and a brown lightsaber piece. So we get our broom, and we actually stick the steering wheel all the way down, and then on the end add the lightsaber type piece. Then we'll stick the two black 2x2 rounds, and that's actually going to be the weights that we can stick on our sort of press bench type view there. So it clips in, and then our crate can go just on the outside. So just to give you a bit more of a view of the gym, you can see there's a workbench there, punching bag, a bit more detail. We'll add now to that detail on the wall. So we've got a 1x2 slopes, another 1x3 brick, and a couple of 1x1s with clips on. We'll stick the 1x1 clips on the front doorway area or window area over here. Slope piece in the middle there, and a 1x3 comes on the end. We'll stick a few windows in here now, so we've got 1x4 windows and these smaller windows. Black windows go near the door and on the opposite side, and our smaller window goes in the middle. Then we've got some doors here with some stickers on already, a couple of 1x8s, the 1x4 with the studs on the side. So to start off with, we have a 1x8 that goes across here, 1x4 at the front, and another 1x8 just goes on the inside over there. Then on our doors, we're gonna, these like window shutters, just go either side like this. So just to show the detail there, we've got these windows now, these doors, and we've got windows and doors on that side as well. Hey JC, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's worth picking up. The prices, I think, rising all the time. I had to get this one without the box, but it seems like a really cool set. So then we need the plates. We've got a couple of curved pieces, a couple of 1x1 medium nugget pieces. What else do we need? We need a 1x2 black tile, which has got a brick square written on it. Got another couple of 1x1 plates with clips on. We have an upward facing bracket, and I think we're done. So we start with this plate here. We'll stick our upward facing bracket in the middle, and either side we'll stick our 1x1 plates with clips on. Then the medium nugget 1x1 plates. Finish off with our curved pieces here, looks like a bumper basically, and then put brick square into the middle there, and then this goes across the front where we had those, we just stuck those all, one stuck too far over. This goes across the doors that we just stuck on, so it looks like you can, if it comes to focus, just put it across here now where those doors were. Then we're going to add some more cover up to the top here, so we've got another large plate here, some more tiles, got a rod, 1x3, so we've got four jumper tiles, 2, 3, 4, 2x4, couple of 2x2s, 1x2, couple of silver grills, and I think I'm missing a 1x3 dark tan plate. Let's see if I've got one. I have. So we're just going to add on top of the details around here. So our other 4 plate goes next to the previous one we stuck on, right across here. Then we'll stick these jumpers in each corner of the build that we've just done, like that. Then we have a grill piece, another one of these 2x2 modified, another grill, 1x2 at the back, another modified piece, then our 1x3 plate, and then our 2x4 goes on here, then our 1x8 goes across here, and our 1x4 there. Then this rod piece is going to go into the clips that we added on earlier. So we've just covered all the tops of this and added this rod piece over here. Then we'll get another 2x2 curved piece and we'll stick a 1x2 tan sloped piece in. One stud offset with a medium 1x1 in there. Then we'll stick another one onto that, another 1x6 plate coming off there. Onto that we stick a couple of 1x1s with upward facing clips and another curved piece. Then we've got a 1x4 rod piece which goes into there, and then this is going to attach on our front piece. We've got these studs sticking out. So it just forms like that now on the front. Make sure that's all pushed in. We add a bit more detail, so we get another 1x4 with a sticker on it this time. Into the bottom of that we put a 1x1 plate, then we get our longer plate on there. On the end of that we stick a downward facing 1x2 with 2 clips on, another one of our sort of pyramid 1x1 tiles. Then there's a downward facing, if I can find it, curved piece. And then we have another ladder that clips in to our clips, and then this sticks across the front here like this now. So we've got this running across the front. Next up, get a 2x2 reddish brown, and we'll stick a 2x2 with a Technic hole through the middle. Then we'll stick another couple of 2x2 round plates, another one of these sort of Technic Bricks reddish brown plate on top of that, and then into the Technic holes we'll stick these 2x2 with pins on, and then in the other holes on the other side we'll stick 2 black Technic pins like this. Then we'll just put that to the side and we'll build another of what we just did so we can connect it in. So we start with a 2x2 reddish brown plate, one of these Technic bricks, another couple of 2x2 plates, another Technic brick, and another reddish brown, and then we'll just stick those together like that. Then we'll stick a Technic pin with a stud on. We'll stick a black tile there, and then into the bottom here we'll stick an inverted 2x2 into the bottoms of each of those. These are like sort of gas canisters kind of things. And if we bring back in our sets, where are we going now? We're going all the way around this side here where we started earlier, and then these are going to go on like that, right? We've got one stud more over. They go on the back there like that, so they look like some gas canisters set outside. While we're still in the vicinity over this side, we've got this sort of bridge piece, we've got a dish piece, we've got 4 of these pieces, a flame and a It's actually a 1x1 round with a pin on the end, but I think, yep, let's see the spare box. So first off, we'll stick the pin piece into the dish, and out of the dish comes a flame, and that sits up over here by the gas canisters. Then these triangle pieces go on the outside of this side to create some spikes, and then our bridge piece actually is back over this side. So now we've ended up with these triangle pieces here. We've got a flame coming out here, and then over here we've got this bridge piece, which could be a gangway or somewhere to stand in the next level. And somewhere, maybe it's just a spare one, we've got a log brick spare, but that's in the bag 3. So now we're on to bag 4. We're going to add some more. We'll do another section, I think, which this one's going to connect to. So I'm going to put this to the side for now. We've got some large plates and wedges again. So we're just going to build the other half of the foundations now for this set. It's going to be quite large. Move this over a little bit, this camera, so such to the side, that's better. Right, so it's going to start the same way our other part started actually. So we start with one of these Technic squares, and we'll stick 4 black pins into it. Just get some of these large plates out the way. So on this side and on this side. Like this. Then we'll stick these Technic cylinder pieces all the way around, and like the other part, we'll stick the more Technic pins then into the other ends of each of these. Like that. Then again, we've got these large Technic bricks. So 3 studs from the end. I'm going to stick these 3 holes from the end and stick these in like this. We'll flip it over again. And then we need 3 of these 2x2s with pins on, and then we need 2 blue with 2 pins on. And then we get 1 inside each end here, and we have 1 on the outside. We have 1 then there, and 1 outside there. Then we have another large Technic square, stick that on there. We've got another one of these, 2 more of the blue ones. Blue ones go over there, one goes over there. Then we have another large square and a 1x6 or so. So these are going to go onto there, and then this one fits about there, I think. There we go. So there's the base of our frame again. Now we're going to add some plates for some strength. So we've got 2 2x4s, a couple of the 1x2s in coral, and then we've got the 8 lime green corner plates. 2, 4, 6, 7. And so on. There's our last one. So Start with this coral, goes on there and on there, and our two medium measure 2x4s go on next to each of those. Then we've got our lime green corner plates go on. It's going into each corner of these area here, and then our last two just go at the top here and here. Then we've got a couple of those large plates. We've got sand green again and a dark tan. So this is exactly the same build approach here. Goes on the end over there, and our 1x10 goes on there, and then our reddish brown one goes on there. The other goes across from there. Then we're going to stick some of our area now. So we've got these large pieces going on. Two of these corner pieces and a wedge. So to start us off, we'll put this piece on here. Over there, and then this wedge piece goes in this far corner here. And if we flip it over, this is what we've got. So where am I at now? So this orientation here, we're going to stick a couple of 2x4 du jour plates in there. And the same as we had again before, we get these these arms here. We'll stick Technic pins in, even 3 holes either end, and stick those together. 12 long rod goes in to connect that into place. Hopefully, I can just about line it up. Goes all the way across there. Then we've got 3 pink 1x1s, couple of medium nugget 1x1s with a clip on, and a 1x4. So if we go over here, we've got our, where are we at? We're over here. We've got a 1x4 on the end of the wedge down here. Then we have our medium nugget clip with a pink 1x1 there. Then we'll stick a 1x1 pink clip and another one just on the ends over here. Then we got 2 of these tan 2x8s. We've got a purple one, 2x2 in green. Got a couple of these 2x2 sloped pieces, a 1x4. We've got 4 2x3 tan bricks and a cheese wedge. So we're going to build out across this area. Is it here? It looks like here. Yeah, it is here. So we start with, got to add this in as well, our 8x8. There. across here, or leave one there, another one stud there, and just build that out like that. And we need some more, so another 3 2x3s, we've got a couple more 1x2s in coral, a couple more cheese wedges, and we have a couple of Erling bricks in reddish brown. So we'll stick the cheese wedges into the Erling bricks in preparation. Then coming down this side, we stick this 2x8 in. Then we'll have an Erling brick either side. Our 2x3 goes there. Then we'll stick these coral pieces on top and bottom of this 2x3. You can line that into the middle there, and that one then staggered like this. Then we have another large 2x8, 3 2x3s again. We've got a 1x1 round here which has got a printed egg on it. We then have a 1x1 upward facing clip, 3 cheese wedges, 2x2 sloped, 1x3 sloped, and a robot arm. We'll stick this sort of robot arm into our 1x1 clip here, and then this goes at an angle in the bottom, and we also put our fried egg onto the floor there. Then we put our 2x3 sloped brick there, another 2x3, and a slope, two by 8 there. Have a cheese wedge there, then it's 2 4 6 2 4 6. Another slope there, cheese wedge behind that, and we've got a spare 2x3. Where's that got to go? It goes up the ends up here. So that's that built out a bit more. Now we need 3 2x4s in red. We've got a 1x1 in pink and another medium nugget with a clip on it. I'm going to spin this around, work on this end, so we put 2x4 there, another one there, got 1x1s in on the end there, and our other red goes into the middle there. Then we need a sort of wedge plate, a couple more cheese wedge pieces, some more sloped pieces, and a 2x8. And then we'll stick this wedge piece on the end here. And our 2x8 goes across here. And this large slope piece here. Cheese wedge goes at an angle there, 2x2 sloped, and our last cheese wedge bit goes in there. Then another 2x8, we've got another 3 2x3s, a couple of 1x4s, 1x1 with a clip, another pink 1x1, another couple of cheese wedges, and a 3x4 one of these, and put a 2x3 in there, our sloped piece there, another 2x3 coming off the side. Then we have a cheese wedge in the middle and a 3x4 plate goes in there. Then our 2x8 goes behind here, and then a couple of 1x4s in dark tan on the end of that. Cheese wedge just in here, and our 2x3. Abort. Put these slightly in the wrong place. Got to go over one stud. 1x4 goes in there, and our cheese wedge actually goes next to it in the gap, like that. Then we've got another 1x1 with our clip, and our pink one goes in there as well. Then we have a 2x4 plate, a 1x3 tile, maybe, yeah, there it is. A quarter tile, flat silver 1x1 round, 2x2 sloped, a 1x3 slope, and another cheese wedge. And on this plate here, we're going to stick our 1x3 with our quarter tile to give us that sort of step curve look. That sticks on top of this 3x4 we stuck on a minute ago. Next to that we have our slope pieces there and there, and then on top of that we stick our other cheese wedge and our silver 1x1 rounds over that side there. Then we're going to cover up this area here with some plates, so we need one of these wedge pieces, one of these plates. We've got a 2x2, 2x8 cutaway piece, 2x6, only two of these ones, right. And so to start us off, we'll stick our wedge piece at the top, and we have this plate here. We'll stick a 2x2 down there, 2x8 goes on there, this one goes in there, and then our angled piece goes on the ends, and our final dark bluish grey one goes in the middle like that. So just covering up all of that area there. We'll continue to cover up as we move down. So we've got another wedge, we've got a sort of a trap door piece, 6x6, 1x6, two of the larger pieces, and another cutaway piece. So as we move down this side, we're going to put the trap door around this egg and this arm. After that we then have our 6x6, then a 1x6, and we have our angled piece there. And with this side we'll put our wedge piece on, and now we use these middle pieces here to cover up all of this. Make sure I'm in the right vicinity. So just covering up all of this now with these panels, plates. So that's that. So now we're all sort of cladded up. We need to put our trap door on, and we'll stick a 2x2 with a sticker on it there. Looks like a drain cover, and another cheese wedge piece at an angle, and that clips in here over this egg piece like that. So you can lift that up and reveal the egg. And while we're here, we also have a wedge piece that goes see what I did miss as well. Missed a piece there that goes up by 1x6 goes across here, Then we have a wedge like this. That's that. Then we've got another couple 2x4s and these corner ones, and like we did on the other one, we're just going to put these around around this piece here, in that formation, and then to secure that, as we did before, we get another one of these Technic squares, stick a couple of these orange pins part way through, slide it down here, fix it into position, line up that, push the pins in, so we've got this sturdy wedge in there now. And then into that, to finish off this bag, we're going to stick 4 Technic pins, so 2 go in the top and another 2 just further down, and that's the end of bag 4. Now I've got the other half of the base. So moving on to bag 5. So we'll try and get to bag 9 today if we can, depending on the time and how it goes. But on this one we're going to build some more details now in terms of another shack. Try and tip these out as gently as possible. So here's our next minifigure that we've got inside there. Let's put her to the side. And let's get the right orientation to get us going here. So we need one of these sand green panels, a cargo panel, pillar, one of these smaller panels. We've got 2 1x3s, we've got a 1x1 rounds, an arch, curve, and a 1x2x2, I think that's it. So we stick 2 of the 1x3s together, stick our panel on top, 1x2, and then our arch piece is then a 1x4 which goes across the top here, and then our 1x1. And what we'll do is we'll start with our sand green piece. Just checking that I have. Just to go over one more. Just checking my alignment of my panels again. Didn't quite do that properly. Right, now we're cooking on gas. Right, so put a sand green panel in, then this piece we just created, then we've got our cargo panel, and then our pillar going at the end there. So it looks like this at the moment. Then we've got 1x2x5, and then we get 5 2x2 rounds bricks. 4 and 5, and we stick all 5 together. Like that. We move around this side now. So these go next to the pillar like this, and we use the 1x2x5 on top of the coral plate. Then we've got an arch piece like this, like that, and we've got 3 1x2s by 2s, or 3s, 4 length rod. We have a fish. We have got 4 1x2 log bricks in dark bluish grey. 3 but not 4. Where are you? There it is. We've got a couple of 1x1s with these clips on. One. Can't see the other one yet. There it is. Then we have a lightsaber type piece somewhere. See, maybe that's not there. Come back to that in a minute. Oh, it's in black. There it is. It's like a tassel piece. So we start with 2 of the log bricks stuck together. Then we'll stick a couple of 1x1 with the clips on it next to each other. Then another couple of log bricks on top of that, like this. Then in the clips we'll stick this rod and our fish. And on top of our rod we'll stick this black tassel-y piece. Ooh, easy said than done. Without pushing it off. Like that. And that's going to go into our wall over here, just in front of that pillar we stuck a minute ago. Then we make like a U shape out of these bricks and stick an arch just in front. So we've ended up with something looking like that. Then continue down this side just to cover this up a bit more. We've got another sand green plate, a cargo plate, a pillar, log brick, a couple of 2x3 tan pieces, another 1x2x2 arch piece, and 2 1x1 round bricks in grey if I can find them. There's 1, there's 2. So we start with the 1x2 here. We'll stick the 2 1x1 rounds on top of each other. Then we have an arch, and then we'll connect them with our log brick. Meanwhile over here we'll stick our pillar piece and our cargo panel. This piece we built a minute ago goes in between, and then another sand green panel goes across. Then our 2 2x3s just go on top of this that we built a minute ago with the arch. So now we're kind of closing in all of this Technic bit in the centre. Now we need to add a bit of structure for these 2 areas we just think, so by connecting them. So we get 3 of these. 3, got number 2 in the spares box which I missed. So we've got 3 of these. We've got a 1x3. We've got 3 1x4s. We've got a 1x4 with studs on the side. Corner brick. If I can see it. Dark tan, purplish grey. Where are you? Where are you? Can't see it at the moment. Come back to it. We've got a 1x2 log brick. We've got 3 olive 1x1s. 1, 2. There's the third one. And now we just need the corner brick, which I can't see. Maybe that's also a spare brick, is it? My spare bag. Hopefully we get through this whole build without me not having a spare brick, otherwise we might be a bit of difficulty. So from here then we put our log brick up here on top of our panel. We then put one of the long bricks to connect the 2 sides together. Stick a 1x1 olive then on both sides. We also stick our corner brick on this side. with a 1x3 brick, and then our 1x4 brick will go in the front with the studs on the side. Then moving along again, we're going to stick another one of these long pieces in. We've got the arches this time, so it's a little bit more fiddly. Then we have a 1x4 sand green brick, another one of these long bricks. Finish off on this side with a 1x1 olive, and then a sand green 1x4 on that end. So now we've secured these walls up quite good. Put that to the side. Start with a 2x3 dark tan brick, and we'll stick a couple of 1x2 bricks on to make an L shape. Stick another 2x3 underneath that. We're going to build basically another one of these arch pieces, so we do another U shape there, and then put the arch in the front. Then on top we'll stick 2 more dark tan 2x3s, flip it over, and then we've got 2x2s with grill, sort of the grill groove pieces printed in light tan, like that. And then if we bring back in our model, this is going to stick then by one stud back on top of the other one. So we've ended up with sort of a staggered arch there. Now we're going to cover the top a little bit, so we've got 4x4s here, modified with 4 studs showing. We have got, what else have we got? We've got a 1x6 and a 1x4 dark bluish grey tile, and a 2x4 there. So coming back to here, we'll stick our 1x4 and our 1x6 across the full length there. Then we've got our 2x4, and then we're going to stick our 4x4s in like that. We've got a skeleton body here then, and another 1x1 outward facing clip, and this skeleton is going to go outside on the floor here. Have him laying down like that in the desert. Now we're going to build a separate item, so we start with a 2x4. We'll stick a couple of 2x2 round plates. Got 2x8 coming off that, and then we've got a couple of corner panels facing in opposite directions like that. We do another one of these where we get a 2x4, stick a couple of 2x2 rounds onto that, stick that on the end. Next up, got a bracket piece, if I can find it. Well, we've got 3 of these pieces, 1, 2, 3. Got a 2x4, 1x6 Technic brick, and yeah, let's see the downward facing bracket. There it is. So you put the downward facing bracket at the front here, then we put all 3 these pieces next to each other. And we'll stick our Technic brick in and our 2x4 in red at the end, so we end up with something like this. Then on top of that, we'll stick one of these plates right across like this, and in the front we've got a couple of 1x2 olive plates at either side of our bracket. Flip it over. And move it round to the back. We'll stick another Technic brick, 1x6, and we'll stick 2 Technic pins into that. like that and like that. Then we need one of these dark orange 1x2s. We've got 4 inverted 1x2 in black pieces. We've got one of these pieces and sort of the downward step piece. And I'm missing an olive 1x2, which I've got here. So we'll stick the 2 plates together, and then we'll stick 2 of these inverted pieces together, and then on top we'll stick our step down, and that fits in on this side. This piece here sticks into the end, and then our other inverted pieces just fit into the other side, like this and like this. Then we'll flip this over on the top, and we've got a 1x4 with a sort of groove in the middle of it. Then we'll stick that on the front bit, and then we have a Technic pin that will stick into this back section we just stuck in. Then across the back here we stick a 1x4 plate on that side, a 1x2 on this side. I've just managed to pull off some, I don't know why, hold up. Don't you hate it when you spot something you've done wrong? And you get so far into it, you just need to move that 1x4 over. Come on, pop out for me. Stick that back on, stick that back in there. It's better. So back to where we were, and then over here we put a 1x2 with a clip on it, and then there's one of these popcorn or ice cream type pieces that go in the middle there. Then we get one of these 2x8s, a 2x4 tile on the end in the middle, flip it over. We'll stick a couple more of these 1x2s with the rods sort of going through it, and we'll stick 2 inverted 2x2s into those to secure them into the position. And then onto these we'll stick these like 2 flags or flap pieces. Like that. I've actually put them the wrong way around because one of them has a sticker on, like a license plate written on it. And then this goes across here. Put these down. So it's going across there. And then while we're here at the front, we'll stick a 2x6 dark bluish grey. So we've got something like this. Then we've got 2 long plates like this, one of these pieces, and 2 silver grill pieces. These black pieces just go either side right across here, secure everything in place, and then this engine type piece goes next to our popcorn, and we've got 2 grills that sit on top of that. Then we need a small panel piece, a 1x6, 2 of those pieces, a couple of 1x2s, 2 1x2s with holes in, Technic Bricks, and then we stick our panel piece across here. Our 2x4s go in the middle there, 1x6 goes across there, and then either end here we'll stick our 1x2 Technic Bricks with a hole. Then in the middle we've got 4 1x4 trans blue tiles. There's like some water on top here. That's flanked with a 1x4 with the grooves in, with the grooves facing outwards in black, like this. Then at the front we've got another downward facing ladder piece and a 1x1 medium nugget plate, another 1x2 with like this rod, and another 1x1 medium nugget across the front. Then on top here we'll stick 2 red 1x4s with our 1x1 medium nugget there and there, and we've got a black cheese wedge piece that goes on there. So that's what we've got so far. Then we have a 1x2 plate, bluish grey, silver piece, a couple of 1x1 rounds in silver, not silver, transparent. So we stick the transparent pieces on this 1x2. And the grill piece goes down the bottom here. What have I missed on this side? It's an Erling brick. Where did they go on? A couple of Erling bricks we've missed here, which are now going to ruin everything. Perhaps something dropped on the floor. I did. Knocked off one of our 1x2 inverted pieces. So then the Erling brick goes on there, and we can connect our 1x2 there. Then across the top we put a 1x6 brick here, and we have a pink tile which can go at an angle, and we have a 1x3 rod which I can't see where that goes. Where does that go? It flips onto the side here. We also have Technic pins into each side of our Technic bricks now as well. Then you have a 1x4 black plates, a couple of 1x6 plates going around either side to build up this area here. Then we have an upward facing bracket, a couple of dark orange 1x2 plates, a couple of 1x2 plates in light bluish grey, and then we've got another couple more black cheese wedge pieces. Then we add another couple more downward facing steps across this back section here, and another 1x4 in black on that side. Then we have 2 curved pieces at the top of our steps either ends. We have another black cheese wedge, and we stick a handle or sort of steering wheel piece into our upward facing bracket there. We have a stickered curved piece here which goes on this side like that, and this is like a, and that's it, so that's like a abandoned car kind of vehicle trash thing that's going to go on the side, and that's going to go around this side where our sort of dead body is hiding. So I'm just going to clip that on about there, I think. No, yeah, about there. One. So that's gone on the side there. Then we can add some more detail. So we've got one of these Technic Bricks here. Stick on that one. I've got the wrong piece. I'll have to come back to this. This is used later on in another part. I think I've got the bits mixed up. Dang it. Ooh. To remember to come back to that. And we'll clip this onto the outside here when we get to that bit, wherever that's hidden. But for now, we'll take a Technic pipe and a clip and another one. And another one. Another Technic pipe. Another Technic pipe goes on top there. Then we'll stick one of these pins with a cross to do a angled piece of pipe work there. Red Technic pin into that, and then we can stick another curved piece in to give us like this sort of downward tap piece. Then we stick a 1x1 trans blue piece into the end of the pipe, and then we can stick this sort of flame so it looks like water's coming out the top there, and we can stick that into the Technic pin that we stuck at the back on our area we built a minute ago. Now we've got that look like water's gushing out of a pipe. As I said, we'll come back and stick this Technic bit into here with one going into this, but we've got the wrong piece here at the moment, so when I come across it we can swap that out. And that's the end of bag 5. So now move on to bag 6. Maybe the last bag we get to today. We'll see how we go. We might get to bag 7. I don't think we'll get to bag 9 though today. So bag 6 then. Is our minifigure included in this bag. It does actually need to have a chainsaw created, so we get a chainsaw piece. It's got a 1x1 with various studs going around it. And then it has a 1x1 silver piece. We have like the an official type gun piece, which I can't see. We'll stick the chainsaw piece in nonetheless, and then he's going to be holding that with the gun piece. I can't see the gun piece, so we'll finish that off as well at the end when we get a gun piece, but he's got a chainsaw there. For now we'll start building out this section over here, and so for that we'll need a couple of 2x2 rounds in white, a couple of 2x2 plates, a couple of jumper tiles, and a dark red cheese wedge piece, and we'll stick that cheese wedge piece straight away in there. We'll then make a couple of little tables or chairs here with these round pieces and these 2x2 plates. One goes right there, one goes in front there, and then our 2 jumper tiles are going to go here and here, over in the corner. Then we've got a toolbox. We've got 2 1x4s with grooves in, a couple of 1x3 plates, a silver funnel piece, 4 1x1 round flat silver pieces. Got dark green 1x1, and then we'll stick the green and the funnel piece on top of each other. They'll go over here on the jumper. Our toolbox goes on the jumper tile as well. Then we're going to go a 1x3 there, stick a couple of silver 1x1 rounds on, 1x4, another 1x3 with a couple of silver pieces on. Ooh, push that in too quick, one stud too far over, and then our 1x4 with a groove goes on the end. Then we've got 2 mud guards from the car and a 1x4 plates. Mud guards go on either side here on our 1x3 plates we just stuck on, and our 1x4 plate goes down here next to the wedge. Then we have a 2x6 with studs on the side, a couple of 1x4s in sand green, a couple of 1x2s in dark orange, and the 1x2s in dark orange go onto our table type things at the back here. Then we have our 1x4s coming off there, and then this 2x6 with the stud on the side goes between our 2 mud guards. Then have a 2x4 slope piece. We have a 1x2 dark red piece, 1x2 log brick, 1x1 with stud on the side, and another 2 1x3 plates. 1x3 plates go either side on our mud guards. Our sloped piece goes across here. A log brick goes next to that. Then over this side we've got our dark red and our 1x1 with a stud on the side over in the corner there. We have 2 downward facing black brackets somewhere. There's one. Can't see the other one yet. Come back to that in a minute. 1x1 dark green, a couple of 1x1s with studs on the side. There's our other bracket piece, and those, we've got 3 1x2s in dark red, and that's it. And then we can start adding these. So our 1x2s in red go there, and we've got a 1x1 stud on the side. Like that, and then we've got our downward facing brackets go on our sloped piece over this side. This is what we've got building up so far. Then we've got the 1x2 dark orange, a couple of downward curved dark red pieces. We've got 2 2x2s and 1 cheese wedge in red. So the 1 cheese wedge in red we'll stick on this dark orange 1x2 plate, and we'll stick that onto the end over this side. The other plate will stick these 2 curved dark red pieces together, and that will clip the other end, and our 2x2 clips on the side of the other end as well. Then we've got a couple of 2x2s in white modified. There's one. We need a silver piece here, and we need transparent 1x1 rounds. Can I see? There it is. And so our 2x2s modified have got stickers on. We've got some controls on, and that goes on this end like that. Then our grill piece goes, where does the grill piece go? Goes in the front, as does a 1x1 trans piece. So just adding like details on the front of this area here. Next up are quite a few windows. So we've got 6 window pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. One has already got a filler in, another one needs a cross design filled into the middle. We then have 2 1x1s with studs on the side and 4 1x1 plates, and then we've got a couple of medium nugget 1x1 plates as well. So we stick the 2 medium nuggets to a 1x1 plate, which goes to a 1x1 brick with a stud on the side, another 1x1 plate. So we've got 2 of these kind of columns to build. So let's just do that quick. And then we start down here with our window, then one of these columns, then an empty window, then another column, then a crosshatch window, an empty window, and then we've got 2 empty windows that sit at the back. So this is going to be like our little car abandoned, like what's it called, Volkswagen camper van kind of thing here. It's been reused as something. So then we get a large windscreen, and into that we stick a couple of these 1x2 curved pieces, and that sits across the front here where we've got the dials. On the side we've got one of these pieces here, and we stick some 1x1 pieces. We can get 3, got 1x1 with teeth in. But first off we'll stick the black piece in here, and then we'll stick these pieces just into the bottom underneath that. So we've got something that is looking like this with these teeth pieces in, and then we're going to do the roof. So the roof are these pieces here. I'm going to stick one of these plates across here like that, and then on the other side. Then we'll stick another centre piece and then an end piece like this. This is our roof, and that's going to go across the top like that, so you can see how this now looks like a camper van with the roof on. Then on top of the roof you're going to stick a tile, so we've got one of these to go on there, then a 2x4 next to that. Then we've got 2 2x2s, we've got Technic pins sticking out the top, a couple of these arms with clips, a log brick, and 2 upward facing rod pieces. And then in the front here outside we're going to stick one of those, leave a stud, put another one. Then we've got a log brick, we'll stick these 2 arms onto this 1x2 with the rod sticking out of it. It's going to go just in front here. So we've got this built out there. Then we get a ladder. We've got 4 1x2 panel pieces and a 1x2 plates. We stick the 1x2 plate on the log brick. Our ladder goes on top of these clips here, and then across the back here we'll stick all 4 of our panel pieces. And once we've done that, we'll push this ladder downwards like this, so it's resting on top. Then we've got 2 surfboards. So I had to get a spare surfboard. So there is supposed to be stickers on both of these, but given I was only sent one, there's going to be a surfboard without any stickers on. I'm not just going to buy a sticker pack just to put the surfboards on. And so we've got surfboards, we've got another downward facing brick, and we've got these pieces here, and these pieces here are going to go into these clips here, and they've got Technic pins already in. Our steps go on top of this panel here, and then our surfboards are going to go into this surfboard holder here somehow. That one and that one like that. So we've got surfboards hanging down here as well. Then we're going to get 4 1x2 plates, 2 log bricks and 2 downward facing steps. You get a log brick, stick 2 plates on one bottom, one at the top. Then we put a step, another plate, another log brick, another plate and another step like this, form a ladder, and that goes on top of our existing one. So we've got a bit of a ladder forming there, which is then going to give us ability to create a platform. So with this plate we stick 2x4 in the bottom here, then we're going to put 4x4 like that and like that, and there's one at the bottom here. We've got a 2x4 goes in there, and then a 3x3 that goes on top there. So we've created this platform, and this is going to stick across here, be supported by these supports and go on top of our fan. I think that's just about right. So you can see there's this platform now on the top, and then we're just going to add a bit more detail for that. So we've got a wedge piece, couple of sand green 1x4s, we need a 2x3, and I am missing a dark orange. Dark orange 1x2 plate. So then our 1x2 goes on there, and our 2x3 on top of that. We have a wedge plate, 1x2 goes on there, and then our 2 sand greens go on the other end, like that. Then we've got a couple of round bricks with a connector, rod, it's got various little bits really. Oh, there was a spell on there. And we've got transparent piece, 2 dark red cheese wedges. Yeah, I think that's it. So we start with this 2x2 round, and we'll stick a little Technic pin in the middle, and then we'll stick one of these connectors on top of that. And over here we're going to start with 2 dark red cheese wedges. They then have a grill piece and a transparent round piece on. That then has this piece here. And over this side we get a white brick rounds 2x2, put a green plate on top, a red plate on top of that, and a white plate on top of that. Stick a 3-length rod into that, and another Technic connector into the middle. That then goes over here. Got the octane kind of colours on. And now we need to basically connect it to our first piece that we built earlier. So if we bring back in this other section here, and this should connect together like this. They can be separated here, so they're only clipped in with clips, but this is how they come together. And then here we can stick a hinge here and a hinge here. So just make sure it's snug together, and that's the end of bag 6. You can see now we've got quite a large, we've got the 2 pieces come together now, so it's getting quite large. And then we can do, what time is it now? 10 to 5. We'll probably do one more bag. There's quite a lot of plates in this one, and we get to see the Batman if we do this one. So let's do our last bag of the day. So we're up to bag 7 now of 18. And in this one we do have the Batman figure. There he is. So I'll just stick him to the side. And to start us off, we need 4 2x2 dark tan bricks. We've got 4 large 2x2x3 bricks and 4 2x2 plates in dark tan. So we get these bricks here, and we'll stick the plates and bricks together. So we need 4 of those. Let's just do those quick. And I do have a couple of these 2x2s with stickers on, so I'm trying to make sure I accidentally put one in as a plain one. So then these supports are going to go across here, sort of running alongside these yellow areas that stick out, so they won't be visible, but they're just adding a bit more support there. Then we've got 2 long Technic bricks and 2 shorter Technic bricks, and these longer ones, is that long ones? Too long. What size are these? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12. Got 2 longer ones, so I need to find shorter ones. So here we go, we've got 2 of those, and I'm hoping that all these swaps I'm doing in different bags, that is going to work out and we're not going to have missing parts at the end of this. No promises. So we just put those Technic bricks on top of those 2 pillars there, We've then got some 13 and 15 length arm, 15 arm pieces, and 4 orange pins, which is really going to start giving us some bit more height here. So the black pieces connect to Technic pins that are already in position coming out of these yellow arms, and then we'll just sticking the grey ones on this side. I'm guessing the height difference is because the Statue of Liberty is leaning. Like that, and then our orange pins we're going to connect through now. Just push these through into these Technic bricks that we stuck on that side. Same on this one. Provides support like that. So they're pretty secure. Next up, we've got 4 of these sand green panel pieces. 3, 4. Got 2x4, 1x6. A couple of sand blue 1x2s with clips, a log brick, and a couple of round bricks in grey. Now we're going to sort of build up the wall around this side. So we start with a 1x6, then we've got 3 panels that go across. Again, this is going to be the start of the Statue of Liberty. Then put up our 1x2 and then another panel there. Just added those in over this side with the handle pieces, and then we're going to build something slightly separate now. So we get 2 1x6 sand green pieces, stick them together like that, stick a 1x4 on top of that, and then there's a 1x1 with a clip on it somewhere. There it is, goes on the end. We've got another 1x4 and an olive green 1x1 brick. Then we'll stick a ladder piece. On the clip like this. Onto that there's a 2x2 clip piece with a sticker on it. Somewhere, there it is. Oh no, where'd that go? It's in the underneath, fell all the way through. Stick that onto our ladder like this. It's got a mechanics kind of symbol on it at the moment, and that sticks on top over here. Then we have one of these large angled pieces, which is going to give us a slope for the statue. Then we've got 4 1x4 bricks in sand green. We've got one of these inverted slope pieces in olive, a 1x2, a crate, and so our big sort of angled slope piece is going on the end over here. Then we have a couple of 1x1 olive bricks, and a 1x2 in there, another 1x4 sand green there and there, another one over here, and another one there, and then our crate goes down here. So if I can angle this up, you can get a sense of what's being built across that bit there. Then we're gonna move around the other side where the sort of gym area is. We've got two grey panels, a couple of 1x2s with the grooves running down the middle, a 1x2 dark orange, 3 dark bluish grey log bricks, 5 2x2 round bricks. That's 2, 4. There's another one. It's 5, yeah, 5 of them. Can you see that now? These in first. We'll have to go hunting for some more in a minute. So we're going to build out this area here, so 3 studs from the end. Then we need to stick the 2x2s together, all 5 of them. Stick them as a column next to that. Then we get one of these 1x2s, put a plate on the bottom, and then we'll stick 3 log bricks on top. It goes next to our 5 pieces, then a 1x2 with the grooves on, then a panel piece. Make sure to put the first panel piece across there. So we can angle this up a little bit. Just putting some walls in across here. Then just in front of that we're going to put some more detail, so we need a 1x3 plate. We've got one of these paddle pieces somewhere. Paddle piece, we've got a brick with bat merch written on it, jumper tile, 2x4 tile, and what am I missing? 1x3, and a sloped brick. We'll stick the paddle on the 1x3 plate like that, and then stick our curved brick on top. That goes in front here. Next to that we stick the bat merch box with a jumper tile on top to make it look like a cardboard box. Goes next to that, and then we put a tile. Oh man, I did this wrong as well. Did it right the first time. That's got to go back one. Bear with. I hate when it was right the first time and then you think you're wrong. Damn. Ooh, let's try this again. Hopefully the last time. Move this over there. That like that. It's better. And then we're going to build more panels down here to enclose this even more. So we've got 3 sand green panels, we've got 2 1x2s by 5s, 1x6, and a sloped olive brick. And so after, just in front of our grey 1x6. We've got olive green piece. Then we'll stick a panel and another panel. Then we've got a 1x2 where the angle is, another 1x6 and a 1x2. So we're just starting to angle this up, starting to box in this side here. Start seeing the Statue of Liberty. Then we need 5 of these 2x8s in grey. We've got a 1x4 with studs on the side, 3 1x1s in olive, and there's a 1x2 hopefully somewhere in olive. Can't quite see it though. Maybe I'm missing it. Check. I'll have to go for hunt for that in a minute. Let's start with this though. So we put how's that? It does go all the way. So over here, I've made it up. Let's see. Just fill in the gaps. So just put these all the way across where we left the 2 stud gaps earlier. So that's just going across there like that. Then on this side we'll fill in the gaps. We've got a Technic brick there, 1x2, 1x4 with studs on the side. Then we'll stick some olive 1x1s in the corners there, and then one in there as well. So just adding a bit more, connecting the 2 sides together. We then have another one of these big large slope pieces. We have a 1x8 brick, a couple of 1x4s with studs on the side, a couple more log bricks, a large log brick. And that's that for now. So we want to put the large slope piece here coming down this side. We then have a 1x8 going across. In front of that we'll put our 2 1x4s with studs in the front. We've got 2 of our log bricks going at the back here, and then we're going to stick a 1x2 log brick in there and one in at this end like that. And then I'll just move this over a little bit, and we're going to start with a 2x8. We're going to have 2 2x4s, 2x4, 2x2. Is that right in a minute? 2x3 and a log brick. And we overlap the 2x3 onto a 2x4 here. That goes on there. Put a log brick at the back there, and our 2x4 and 2x2 go on top. Then we'll stick another plate right the way across like this. Stick 2 2x4s on top of that. Then we have a 2x2 with a pin sticking up like that. You then have a nice 1x8 arch piece that goes across the back, and in front of that we'll stick these 1 by 2 by 1/3 with studs on the side all the way across the front. 3 of those, leaving a 1 stud gap. Then we stick 2 1 by 4 plates across the front. Then 2 2 by 4 plates across the top of that. 2 by 4, a 1 by 4, and another 1 by 4 with a 1 stud offset. And then this just slots into this end piece here like that. Then we have one of these large grill pieces. We then have a 2 by 6. We have 7 1 by 6 same green plates. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4 1 by 4 plates, and a couple of hinges as well. So we put 2 by 6 across the top here, and we have a 1 by 4 other ends. Stick a 1 by 6 off of there. Then we've got our hinge plates going across here and across here. It's 4 and 4 there. 6. Take that out again. 4 here and here. And 1 by 6 goes across. Oh, which you can't see because I'm covering it up. It's 1 by 6s just go across all the way along the top there. Then this grill piece is going to fit right across our top like that. Then we have got a dustbin, another 2 by 2 with bat merch written on it. We've got 4 dark tan cheese wedges. We've got a head, minifigure head. Put the minifigure head in the bin, and the bin's going to go, where are we now? The bin is going to go outside the police station, and then on our bat merch box we're going to put these wedge pieces to make it look like a box is opening up like this, and that's going to go on top of the one we put in earlier. So just to try and show you what's happened here, I've just added some box merch things there, as you can see, just into shot there. There's a stack of boxes there. Just slide that to the side. We're nearly at the end of this bag, so we start with a 4 by 4. Put a 2 by 4 into that middle bit, and a 1 by 3 either side of that. Then on top we've got dark orange 1 by 2, we've got grill piece, trans yellow tile piece, and another grill piece. Then we stick a 2 by 3 in the middle, another 2 by 3 on top there, dark orange on top of that. Another side here, got 2 curved pieces, and we have this downward curved piece here. On the end of that we'll stick 1 by 2 with a clip and a 1 by 2 plate dark orange. Oh, I forgot to put those on first. Trans yellow cheese wedges either side first, then this sloped piece. Let's try that again. Got like this, and then we've got just two of those. Look, I missed that piece in the last bit as well. Come back to that. 1, 2, 3, there it is. Then we'll just add these bricks into the middle, and then we've got a tile here that says attitude, so it's like an engine or some description, and then into this end bit here we stick our bat piece in like this. And then bring this back in here where we've got the bat merch stuck up. We'll just stick this into some studs that are already there, and that sticks there saying Batitude. And what I think I missed also earlier was to stick this piece in above the top. So we've got that bit done. Push that over to the side again. This time we start with a 4x8, and we'll stick a couple of 1x2 with clips in. Then we've got a series of 1x3 plates. Oh, no, so I pushed it in, didn't want to put that in there. Like that. Then we've got some 1x1 tiles. One there and one there, like this. We have a 1x6 rod going across into these clips at the top. Then we've got some 1x4s with stickers on. Go across here and here, like making a doorway. This makes a like a canopy that then is connected in to the outside here and can angle down like that. Just roll that across the side again. Upward facing red bracket, 1x2 brown with a clip on, put a white brick behind that, and a 1x1 with a stud on the side brown brick. Another bracket goes on top downward facing, and then either side we'll put 1x2 white plate. We'll then stick 1x2 white tiles either side, and on top we've got a 1x3 white tile to go across the top like this. And then in our clip we'll stick one of these barbed wire pieces, barbed wiring like this. And where does this go? This slots into the paddle piece we stuck in earlier, like this. So makes a basketball hoop out of barbed wire, like that. And that's the end of bag 7, and I think that's probably where we're going to stop today. So let's just go back to the main screen. I'll show you where we've got to today. So we've got up to we're up to bag 8, so we haven't started bag 8 yet, but you can see here, if I lift this up, this is where we've got to. You can see we've got a little camper van there with some surfboards ready to purchase, sort of what's left over of an octane kind of petrol pump on this side. Then over here you can see we've got the coffee shop, and as we move around here we've got a police station, basketball hoop there as well. We've got some of Batman stuff going on around here. Then around the back here we've got a gym and like some water area there as well. So that's what we've built so far. As I said, we're up to bag 8, so there's 18 bags. So we'll continue with this build in our next stream. And as I mentioned earlier, we're not here next week. I forgot, I'm actually on holiday next weekend. So our next part 2 for this stream will be the week after next Sunday. So join me for that if you can, and we'll try and continue from bag 8 and get most of it done. Probably won't manage to get all of it done, but we'll try as much as we can. So this will probably be a 3-stream kind of build, and then we'll probably switch to Star Wars for the builds after that. So if you enjoyed this stream, even if you skip through it, do hit that like button as it helps us reach more people, and do hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified about future streams that we're doing on the channel. Enjoy your Easter holiday if you've got one, and hopefully you can join me not next Sunday but the Sunday after, and until then, stay safe and I'll see you then.